BeauteeBabes, it's Ilese Rose and I am back with another video. And in today's video, you guys, I am going to be transforming myself into what we call an Instagram baddie, I guess. Anyway, somebody asked me to do this on my Instagram, like how I do my makeup for like when I'm doing videos or when I'm doing like just a regular face to go nowhere. Y'all, I'm not no makeup professional. I don't work at MAC. I don't do makeup on a daily basis. Like, this is very beginner friendly, okay? Because listen, so I'm gonna be talking you guys through what I actually do, and yeah, let's just hop straight into it. So y'all, I'm starting off with my lips already moisturized because before I came on this camera, they was chapped. So the first thing I normally do is I apply like a moisturizer or a primer, whichever one that you prefer. I don't really see the big deal about primers because like that's the whole point of like using a setting spray, is so that your face can like last. Another reason why I'm not using primer today is because it's late at night. It is literally 10:44 p.m. and I am filming a video. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna put in the description box down below every single thing that I use. So I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and this moisturizes my face so well. I forgot to mention also that I kind of have like semi-eczema. Like my skin gets dry right here, and then sometimes it gets dry on the sides. It's so weird. Like I don't know why it decides to get dry right here, but so I'm gonna just put this on my face. Oh, I forgot to mention, y'all, I am going to be doing my hair, but I'm going to be doing that in a separate video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Okay, so now that I have it all like really just soaked into my face, bro, it be feeling so good when I put my moisturizer on. Anyway, so the next thing that I do after that is my brows. The brows really make up the face, so if your brows looking like then you should like definitely rethink what you're doing, okay? Because we do not need no bogus brows. Okay, so first I take this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and I also take this other brow pencil that I have from e.l.f. It's called Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. Sometimes I use one to just like brush out my brow hairs and then the other one to draw them in, and then vice versa. So I just brush my brows out first, and I brush them out the way that I want them to go. So if I want them to go upward, then I'm gonna brush upward, and then vice versa. If I wanted to just go to the side, I brush it to the side. I really want it to look natural, so I'm gonna brush it upward in the front, and then on the sides I'm gonna make them go to the side. Now from there, I'm gonna just let y'all look because I really gotta concentrate on the brows. Like I said, the brows is like the most important part. You do not want to be out here bogus. Oh shoot, I think I'm running out on this black pencil, so I'm gonna have to use the other one. Oh, a quick tip, you also want the front part of your brows to look like an ombre effect. So you don't want to go too dark on the front part of your brows, or it's just gonna look, it's not gonna look natural. You want your brows to look natural. You don't want them to look like you drew them on. Like, and then also you just want to keep on using the motion of like brushing, drawing, just so it can look as natural as possible. All right, y'all, so I'm officially done with the brows, and then I've also run out of this pencil. Oh my gosh, but it's okay because it got a good spoolie, so I'm gonna just use it for that. So I'm gonna just brush those hairs in just so it can look as natural as possible, and this is how my brows are looking. It actually didn't take me this long because my brows are like, they have a natural arch to them, so I'm gonna just hop into defining them. And I use this little brush that I got from dang, it don't even have like where it's from anymore because I've had this for a little while. I got it from Wet n Wild, I believe. I don't know if I can link the brushes in the description because these brushes are all over the place. I don't even know where I got half of these from. So I take some concealer. This is LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I used to use medium beige before I ran out. But if I want a more natural look, then I use Fawn. So most of the time I like to take it just like it is, but for this one I'm gonna use my brush, kind of put it on my hand just so I can get an even amount, and then from there I just define my brows. Get my little handheld mirror. This has my blush and things of that nature in it. This is also from e.l.f. and then I just define it. I like to get super close for this just so I can see what I'm doing. All right, y'all, so I low-key kind of messed up on my right brow, but it's all good. It's looking good from this view. Hopefully it's looking good on the camera. But yeah, so what I like to do next is I just take this concealer that I have on the brows and kind of like just move it down into my eyes just to act as like some type of color for my eyes, and also like a primer just in case I'm using an eyeshadow, in which today I'm not. So y'all see how like right under my brows it's like this really defined line. So what I do to keep that line looking as defined as possible is I just pull straight down from my brow and like pull down versus just wiping it all away. Like, no, we want it to still look defined. So I'm gonna just pull down all the concealer. And then I'm gonna do the same for the other brow as well. Just pull it on down. Cool, so this is how the brows should be looking, nice and defined. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this beauty blender that I have. It's not wet yet. I do like to use a damp beauty blender, but for my eyebrows specifically, I like to go in with the beauty blender that's not damp and just like press it in. And then I'm gonna go in with the damp one to kind of like really get it to be seamless. But for now, I'm just gonna press this in just like this. See how seamless that is? Like, it's really giving an ombre look. You wanna go towards the middle as well and make that seamless. Boom. So I think I'm pretty much done with my brows now. I'm going to go wet my beauty blenders and get them nice and damp so that I can move on with the next step. All right, y'all, so the beauty blenders are damp. Here they are. And this is how damp beauty blenders look, okay? So now that I have my face primed and moisturized, I'm going to hop into the foundation. So for the foundation, y'all, please don't judge me. It's looking a little ghetto. It's in this plastic bag because when I bought it, it was open and it kept on leaking out into my makeup bags. It's the Maybelline, I would show y'all, but it's bogus. Anyway, this is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation, and it's in the color 320 Honey. And like I said, it was kind of broke, so I just pulled a stick out. But normally what you would do is pump it. I'm about to just apply this on my face, and then right after that, I'm just gonna blend it in with this beauty blender, and or I'm going to use this foundation brush that I have from Real Techniques. It's an expert face brush that I have. Don't worry, it might not look like my color right now, but it's going to once I blend it. I try to stay away from my eyes since I am gonna put concealer on, just so I don't have like build up and a whole bunch of makeup under my eyes. Bro, please go down to y'all necks so it can blend in with the rest of your face. Please, that's all I ask. All right, y'all, so I'm probably looking a little crazy because I don't have nothing around my eyes. So the next thing that I do is I use this concealer. So I still have a little bit of this medium beige left. So I'm gonna use the rest of this to put under my eyes. And then I'm also gonna use some of this e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I'm gonna contour and I'm gonna highlight under my eyes. So I'm gonna contour with this Deep Cinnamon from e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. And then I'm gonna conceal with Medium Neutral. And y'all, this concealer really does go a long way since it's a matte finish, so you really do not need that much. Then I'm gonna use this contour just to shape my face. And I love this contour because it's literally not too dark, but it's not too light. Like, it gives the perfect contour. Then I'm just gonna blend it on in with one of these beauty blenders. And y'all, you wanna make sure you take your time with blending in. Like, no matter how long it takes, just make sure that everything is blended in. And then sometimes if the concealer isn't blending in how I need it to, and I need to be more seamless, I take the other end of this beauty blender and I use it to blend it in because I use the foundation for this. So I just blend in the ends of where the concealer is not blending in as seamless as I need, and then just make it be more flawless. Like, you see how that's fading into one another? That's why I love using beauty blenders, bro, because it has so many sides to it, so you can use it for so many things. Y'all see, this concealer is literally giving the perfect matte finish. So I take some of the rest of this concealer and I put it on my eyes just to have some type of color and blend it on out. So to blend out this contour, I just used one of the other sides of this beauty blender and I just blend upwards versus like blending down. You don't want to blend down because you don't want your face to look like, you know, droopy. The point of the contour is to define your cheekbones. I used to move it down like when I was, you know, really learning, but like after watching videos and practicing the technique on myself, I've actually learned to realize that it actually works once you blend it upward. So you see where it's like this kind of like definition right here, where that line starts, you want to blend up into your skin, never down. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna start setting my under eyes because they starting to crease up a little bit because I got these bags, okay? And what I use to set is this Airspun translucent extra coverage powder, drugstore, okay? I'm gonna make sure that the under eyes are blended as much as possible, and then I'm gonna go in with this Airspun, and I'm gonna press it in versus just leaving it to sit on there so that it's actually setting into my skin and it's not leaving any bags or anything noticed. See how it looks when I press it in? Oh my gosh, it's giving such a matte finish. I love that. And since my smile lines are so like freaking deep, I go in with a little bit more powder, hold one side of my mouth, do like this, press it in. Now sometimes this don't always work, but hey, A for effort. It doesn't hurt to try. Before y'all say nothing, no, I did not forget to blend in this contour right here. I just like to let it sit so it can be a little bit more defined. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the contour. I'm gonna blend this part in. So after I have blended in that contour, y'all, I'm going to take some of this powder again and use it on my eyes as like this. It's gonna give it more color as well, but I really use it on my eyes because y'all see how it's leaving that little crease. I have hooded eyes, so it's easy for my eyes to crease. Yeah, I'm just gonna blend that in first, and then I'm gonna apply this Airspun translucent powder on it. The way that I like to apply it on there is by taking one of these little brushes that I got over here that I'm not using for anything, and I'm gonna take some of the powder on here, tap it off into the top like this so I don't use too much of it, and then I'm gonna press it in there. So then if I have too much on here, like now, I'm going to take the excess off and then just literally wipe it away. So now I'm going to wipe the rest of this excess powder away. And the way that I do that is by taking one of these big fluffy brushes that I have. Now this one still has the little sign on it, okay? It's from Wet n Wild. And then I take some of my powder that matches my skin. LA Colors, I got this from the beauty supply store. And I'm gonna take it on here and then take just as much as I need to. And then I dust away the whiteness of it. And this gives me a little bit more color to my face without like taking away the highlight. So to set my contour, I'm going to be taking this Black Radiance palette, and I'm going to be taking the contour out of this one. And y'all, I am running out, don't judge me. I'm going to take this brush that I got from Wet n Wild. Surprisingly, this still has the label on it as well because I use this one all the time. I'm going to dust this excess that I have still on there off, and then I'm going to take that contour and I'm going to go upward. Like I said, you never want to go down because you don't want your face to look droopy and all long and stuff. You want it to be defined. You can use contour is like design, like it's like an added little effect. So you can use as much or as little as you like. So since I did use a little too much on that side, I'm gonna take this beauty blender that had that foundation on it and just blend it on in. I'm telling y'all, this beauty blender come in so handy. All right, y'all, so I have my setting spray, and it's not technically a setting spray, but I use it as the setting spray. It's this Heritage Store Rose Water and Glycerin Hydrating Facial Mist. I'm gonna just set my face, and no, I'm not done, but I do this while I'm doing my face just so everything can be set in. So next thing I'm gonna do is take this fan brush that I have, put this highlight that's in the Black Radiance palette on my cheekbones. So when I smile like this, I look at where the light hits my cheekbones, and then I just put the highlight on there. That's how I determine where I put my highlight. I take it like this, rub the fan brush on there, get as much as I need, and smile. And I tap instead of swiping. See, that's just enough, bruh. Put it on my nose, put it on my chin, putting it on my cupid's bow. I'm gonna tap it in with my beauty blender. All right, y'all, so now on to the fun part, defining the eyes. So I have these lashes from AliExpress. I've used these like 4 times, and I've come to the realization that when you reuse lashes, they actually look a little bit better. I'm going to take this mascara also. It's the pink one, the little one that say Great Lash, and I'm gonna just define. That's what I like to say, because it definitely does make my eyes look a little bit more defined and just makes it pop. So I'm gonna put this on my bottom lash first, and then I'm gonna put it on my top lash. So now that I got my lashes popping, I'm going to take these lashes. What I do is I open this up, then I just take some of the glue and I put it on the lash band. And you really just want it to be like a thin layer, and then I just set it down on this right here and let it get a little bit tacky. So then I just put the glue on the other one as well while the other one is still getting tacky. Here is the freaking tea to how I get the lashes to look seamless. What you want to do is take you a little small handheld mirror, and majority of the time when you get like the face powder, it has a mirror on it as well, and you want to look down and then put it under your chin. That way you can see how you put it directly on this little band that's right here. I'm going to take it and then I'm going to place it in the middle. After I place it in the middle, I'm going to push it in on the left side, push it in the middle some more, and then push the end in. Then I'm going to kind of like collapse it together with my real lashes so that it blends. Boom. First lash done, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the other lash. Boom, lashes are done. So I'm gonna take some of this mascara again, and then I'm just gonna make it blend in with the lashes. I'm gonna take a little bit more and put it on my bottom lash just so they can be a little bit darker. Okay, so there we have it. The look is literally almost done. I'm going to take my highlighter from this contour palette again, and then I'm gonna take one of these little small brushes that I have, take some of that highlight, and then put it right in my little inner tear duct. So y'all, I have finished my hair. Now I'm about to apply this blush. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. blush palette, and I like to take every single one of these blushes, and then I dust it off like that, do a little smile, and then I go upward just like I did the contour. So that is all for this look, y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed getting transformed with me. Actually, let me go and change it to my outfit. All right, y'all, so now that my hair and my makeup are both finished, I'm actually gonna show y'all how I do my lip. I don't do nothing major. I just add like a black lining. I know I showed y'all this brow pencil already, but I have two so that I can use one for my lips and one for my eyebrows. I'm just gonna line the bottom of my lips. I try my best to kind of like overline my cupid's bow just to make it look cuter. I think it looks cuter when you like make it more defined right there. Then I just like press my lips together. And y'all, I think I'm gonna take my little jewelry out of my hair because it doesn't match the jewelry that I'm gonna wear. But I just want to spray myself real quick. After I press my lips in, I'm gonna use this butter gloss by NYX. It's vanilla cream pie. I'm just gonna like put it in the middle, and this is the final look, y'all. We are all glammed up. We got on our fancy dress, okay? But this is how I normally like do my look. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the next time I post, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.